Okay, so we're down the Nagercoil, and we're going to use the same station we had there because two of our lines are freight and two of them were express anyway, so it's kind of like a mixed station. We'll bring in one train there, and I think we'll bring in a second one because of it having our planks. So planks, it's demanding 2.1, so that should definitely give it what it needs. Then the next thing it needs is, well, it really needs everything. It needs sugar, rice, and grain. So if we do that, we should be able to bring in the sugar, and we'll go full, and then I'll go down here and see if I can make that work a little bit better. I think I have an idea. I'm gonna go like this, I believe, and right to here. Yeah, that should give me a workaround so we don't have to go into the big city here. We can avoid that. And we'll put a supply tower down there. There we go. That's a lot better. Okay, so now we need grain coming in as well. So now do stop and come down the Nagercoil. We'll put a train on this, and there we go. 27 days. So the last one was what? It was rice, I think. So rice is right here. And I think we said rice isn't growing enough, but hopefully that will he'll upgrade. If that owner of that rice plantation upgrades, we'll be fine. If he doesn't, we're still going to have issues. So with the rice, if that does come in and we can't buy it because it's like way too expensive, that should get Nagercoil up and running. The other thing I might want to do here is I see things are a little busy. I'm going to bring this out like this, and I'm going to connect these two. So we want to keep our express traffic off of our regular traffic for our freight. There we go. That might help things a little bit. We're just taking a look at Madras here. We got it growing a little bit again because it's also included in this. So it's up to 110. I added some extra trains and switched them to better quality trains. So we got three things again. 300, I mean. Let's take this condenser tender and lower our water, sand, and lubricating oil consumption by 5%. And then after that, I don't know what we'll do next. We're just looking at some growth here. Double growth in Red Hills, double growth Krishnagiri, single growth in Thanjavur. Okay, let's look. Okay, we got Nain bread. I forgot about that. Okay, so I need a line from Madurai. So we're going to run Madurai freight to Thanjavur freight. We'll go Bourbonnais completely freight. So we have grown Bangalore enough to put in a library, which will help with our fulfillment. We could peek in here and see where we stand on our warehouse. See, our warehouse is at 0. That's not good. I don't know. These guys still are they not creating enough still? Where's our trains anyways? Okay, we got 5 trains right there. Oh, we're still waiting. We're probably going to have to upgrade that, this Katri pit. And the upgrade, it's going to be pricey. 1.3 mil. I doubt we can bond anything yet. Let's see. 1.6, 11 million. We might be able to. Let's try closing this off. No, that doesn't help. But maybe if we close off this 668 one, if we just let enough time go by, we could maybe get another bond. And here we are coming in with our last load of granite for one of our tasks. All right, so there we go. 32 loads of granite to Bangalore. So we were hoping to get another bond. See, we're sitting really close to being able to get one. I think I should be able to get one, but for some reason it doesn't want to give me one. So the next thing we could do is upgrade this, but unfortunately it's a little pricey. It's going to be 1.34 million, and I believe that will give us our 9. That's the second task here, the 9 loads of granite per week. See, Bangalore is up to 53. Red Hills is growing 42. It's still got a long ways to go. So we're almost up at 900,000 here, so that's good. And then Southern Carnatic is only at 147, so that's going to be a bit of a haul there too. We'll get there eventually. Just I probably should have kept it growing, but you just kind of never know unless you cheat and somehow look ahead. Wonderful. So now we have the 9 loads per week. That's good as well. It looks like we haven't shipped out any loads from Bangalore. Now, I don't know if maybe that's because Bangalore is sucking up all the... We could maybe throw in another train here now that we're making a bit more. That could be what it is, that Bangalore is not shipping anything out. I mean, there's 14 sitting there right now. How many is going to be in the warehouse? 5 will be coming to the warehouse. Okay, that will help eventually. Okay, there's Nagercoil up to double growth, Madurai double growth, Thanjavur. Okay, so we're good that way. Krishnagiri. We could look at Madras and see what else maybe we could do. I decided we may as well try to get some more income. So we have an express line with 2 trains we're going to lay down from Mangaluru Express to Koshi Express, and we'll put that down. That'll increase our connection up to 925,000. I don't think we can get any... Well, we could get the Hubli Dharwad without buying this Maharashtra. And then we do have Bellary Tech technically we could connect to that from Anantapur. So that's a possibility as well. So now we have an express line with 2 Iron Dukes going between Anantapur and Bellary. What's our bond situation? Probably not good. Yeah. Okay. Well, at least we got those trains down. And we're still trying to increase our income. So we're going to put 2 trains down, express Iron Dukes with our wagons from Hubli Dharwad to Bellary. And then I think we'll run a line down between Mangaluru and Hubli Dharwad as well. And we're going to finish our circle here. So we're going to go from Mangaluru Express to Hubli Dharwad Express with our 2 Iron Dukes with our wagons. All right, we have 2 on research. We're going to take counter pressure brakes, which will reduce the maintenance requirement for our trains by 5%, which is good. We also put a direct line in here on line number 6 here, and we're going to bring in 3 different trains up to Coimbatore. That's going to help our AIRAC grow because it's simply not getting enough sugar. We also did a line here, and we have a train going to come in full of granite to Coimbatore, which is not going to kick in until it hits 95, which it's about to hit relatively soon. Oh, we just got another thing. Okay, we got our million citizens connected to our rail network. We do have 16 of 64 loads out of our warehouse in Bangalore with granite, so that's also a good thing. So we're just waiting for enough money. Bangalore's at single growth. Maybe we better look and see what's the problem here. AIRAC's a problem. Spices and tea leaves are also an issue. Tea leaves are here. We can maybe bring this up and over. Tea leaves are also over here. We could put something here maybe. So now we have our tea leaves coming into Bangalore. So put 1 train on that. It'll be in 14 days. So we also needed spices. We'll lay that down next. And here we are with our spices coming in with 1 train. So if we look at Bangalore before we work on anything else, still low in AIRAC. That'll give us spices, tea leaves. Gonna need cloth and clothing as well. Okay, now we can resize to level 2, which will give us 3.2. And then the next jump, we're gonna have to go up to 6.4. And then that will give us enough wool that we'll be able to produce what we need. You see right now, trains are kind of waiting. On the wood end, we got lots of wood, but we probably don't need any in Mysore is probably what it is. There's probably plenty of wood. Yeah, 33 wood. See, now we're starting to see the sawmill kick into action, and the furniture industry is starting to get a little bit going here. All right, let's go back to the wool, bump this up. Boom. Okay, now we got 6.4. We shouldn't have any issues now, I don't think. That should make a big difference. If we demand 6.4, we're making 6.4. If we bumped up the weaving mill again, it would make 11, then it would demand 11, so we'd just kind of be chasing back and forth. Bangalore is up to double growth, 70,000. Should probably see, okay, so raw silk is something we should bring in. Where is raw silk? Oh, it's coming right from here. We could probably just bring this in right from here. Okay, so let's put a train in here going out the Bangalore freight. 1 will come in 13 days. That should be plenty. I put that full, right? Okay, there. That'll help a little bit. And I see we're going to get pretty close to our 64 here of granite, and we're at 11,000 for Red Hills, 197 for the Southern Carnatic region. Nice. Okay, so we got our 64 right there. That's good. So now we can focus on the 100,000 citizens in Bangalore. And Kochi, I see, has room for a university now because they were not growing good enough. They also have room for an industry slot. I don't know if we'll be able to lay anything down before they stick something in there. They're doing decently. They're a little low on furniture, I guess. Carpets, but that was put in somewhere. Paper is something that no one really has right close by. We could go maybe with paper. Oh, I can actually. I didn't research paper. Is it back here? Do I need to research it? I think I do. Yeah, right there. 300. Okay, it's not going to be paper. We'll just go ahead and put this ceramic factory in. So now we're going to need to bring in this coal and clay. Where is the clay? Oh, the clay is over here. So we could buy the coal in just a few seconds. There we go. We probably didn't need to buy that, but I mean, it doesn't hurt anything. Okay, let's see. And the Koshi freight. We definitely want to run full. Let's go 2 of them. Now we can bring in our clay through here. We'll bring it in on full, and we'll bring 2 trains of that. Then we have some more research available. We're going to take teamwork for 200 points. That will lower the cost of well-being by 5%. I think we'll also take this tactics, lower our auction price by 5%. We upgraded, took a bond, and we upgraded tons of things of our warehouses, businesses and stuff. Now we have 29 million. We're worth 213. We won't be taking any bonds for a while. See how this jumped way up. So Bangalore's at 85,000 and growing. Southern Carnatic's at 228,000 and growing. And then Red Hills is still at 15,000. So it's kind of the lone straggler for sure. Daras still single growth. Everything else is double growth. Krishnagiri, can we buy that weaving mill? Yes, we can. Bump that up. And is Red Hills, are they getting enough cloth? Not really. From Mysore over the Bangalore, we're going to put our 4 Iron Dukes on it with our 2 wagons. We're just trying to increase our income while we're waiting for everything else. And I think we'll go Mangaluru and Mysore next. And here we are with our lines kind of coming down off the mountains, hooking into this other line. Got Express, our 2 wagons, 2 Iron Dukes. Now we have an industry slot available in Bangalore. We're going to put down a ceramic factory. Now I would have did gemstones, but for some reason it wasn't available to me. Maybe you had to research it, not sure. So the first thing we're going to need to do is go down here and see if we can bring some of these up to Bangalore. It's kind of a convoluted way of doing it. Rate 52 days. I want to bring those full. So then we're going to want to go with this full right here, and we'll run in full. Here we go, 3.
Oh yes. With Bangalore as headquarters of administration and Madras as centre of commerce, in constant exchange thanks to the railways, the East India Company can reign over the south of India more efficiently than ever before. The experiment was a complete success. From our first line in Red Hills, Madras, to the completion of the Bangalore line. The railways have expedited the expansion of the infrastructure in South India. You have done great work. We will be able to procure goods from even the most remote parts of India and transport personnel and troops to anywhere in a heartbeat. The East India Company will completely block out the competition in the Indian subcontinent.
As dearly as my countrymen had to pay for this project, I can still see how they too could profit from the railways. I have made a decision. I will go to London and study to become a civil servant. It will be difficult, perhaps impossible, but I want to support my people. I hope we will meet again one day.
Okay, so we finished that, but obviously we have some optional tasks we have to take care of. That's why our score is so low. So we're going to go back. Right now our ranking is probably horrible. We are 1,053. So we're going to go back and see how much better we can do. So 543 right now. Now let's continue playing. Sure, we'll pay that blackmail letter. So what we have left is we need to reach 300,000 citizens. We're at 257. And then Red Hills is not super bumping at the moment. We can make this fashion industry bigger. That's the best we can do. There's nothing else we can do to make it grow more. And none of them are, I don't think any of them are demanding anything more. Yeah, Krishnagiri, when it hits 30, will start demanding meat, and meat is coming from Thanjavur. So we're good that way. We could upgrade it so there, it'll make a little bit more. So I would say what we could do maybe at the moment, because those are basically just Red Hills, Southern Carnatic region. We could just buy up some stuff here and increase our income. I don't really know what else we could do. So this shouldn't take too much longer. We're going to take this long-term contract, which reduces the price of new locomotives by 5%. And we're probably going to buy this Hyderabad just to create some more express lines and some more income as we're waiting. Now we have our Nolord to Vijayawada Express. We're going to put 4 Iron Dukes on that with our wagons, and then we'll go to Suryapet. Now we have our 2 Iron Dukes with our wagons going from Suryapet to Vijayawada. Now we have our Suryapet Express to Hyderabad with our 2 Iron Dukes and our wagons. Continue our march west here. We got Hyderabad to Gulbarga Express with our 2 Iron Dukes and our wagons. Now we have Hyderabad Express, the Shapur Express, 2 Iron Dukes with our wagons. Now we have Bellary Express, the Shapur Express, 2 trains with our wagons. Now we have our Gulbarga, the Shapur, with our 2 Iron Dukes and our wagons. Notice there wasn't a connection between Anantapur and Bangalore, so we put another station in Bangalore, an express station. We're going to have 4 Iron Dukes on that with our 2 wagons. And we hit our 300,000 citizens in the Southern Carnatic region, so the only thing left is Red Hills. And now we have our 2 Iron Dukes going between Bangalore to Krishnagiri. Actually, maybe we should make that 4, because there's going to be quite a bit of traffic, I think. We'll put 4 trains with their 2 wagons, and then we're going to look, see if we have any more choke points. I want to keep Red Hills rolling here. And then we have Red Hills up to 50,000. We're going to put a library in. And we hit finally the 70,000 citizens in Red Hills. Let's see where our rating is. So we only hit manager. That's really crummy. Wow, that's really bad. So we had India 6.7 years, so it took way too long. 389 million company value, 250 rail lines, 330 trains, 1,629 wagons, 21,219 kilometers route length, 72 train stations, 10 city buildings, 19 factories, 23 rural businesses, 22 connected cities, and 37 connected rural businesses. We finally did everything 16 and a 4. See where our ranking is. It's probably really not a whole lot better. It is 1,003. So really didn't move a whole lot because it just simply took too long to grow Red Hills. So if you like that video, like, comment, subscribe. Come back and watch another great video of Viking Me Gaming.